everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Adult Tech Podcast. We're your hosts, Peter and Ronnie Scott.
Hey.
It's good to be back, man.
It is. It's been great.
Gosh, we've been. I'm always surprised at consistency.
Really?
Just because, well, let's say consistency in the sense of doing it the same time every week, on time.
It's like a schedule.
Yeah. And I mean, I like routine. I just know how sporadic you are. That's why I'm saying I'm surprised that you're like, all right, today's the doing it right now. Like, no, we can move it to Thursday. No, we can move it to Saturday.
No, I see the benefits in consistency. So I see how it's good for us to stay on a schedule. It's like, okay, we record Wednesdays, new episode is posted Saturdays. Like, it's very good. I see the benefits of being on a schedule. Is that barbecue sauce on my mic?
Unless you're eating around my mic, then it shouldn't be.
Okay. I think stability helps us in more ways than one. For me, it's just I have something to look forward to.
Okay.
Like, as of right now, it's been difficult for me because I work at home. I work from home. The only time we really go out is to, like, go to the store. And then even with that, it's quick. Run in, run out, go back in the house.
Like, we need to get out of there.
Like, so I haven't had, like, events to look forward to. Like, I haven't been like, oh, okay, we're going to hang out with our friends on Saturday. Like, I'm going to go see my parents on Sunday. We're going to go see your parents. Like, I haven't had much to look forward to, and that kind of bothered me mentally a little bit. So I like that we have a stable schedule because I'm always like, today's recording day. I'm so excited.
I hear you. Yeah, it's good. You're right. We're not going out as often. We're not hanging out with people as often. Like, I text Matt Monday, I think. I was like, hey, dude, I miss you. What's up? What's going on?
I really miss
and he ignored me.
Are you serious?
But in his defense, he did hit me up at work on Tuesday, like late Tuesday evening, like, hey, just so you know, I got your text. I'm not ignoring you. I've been busy. And I'm like, it's quarantine. What you been busy with, nigga?
His wife?
Yeah. They do be getting busy.
I mean, never mind. Ain't got nothing else to do.
No, not at all. So what's your, where are we going with these roses and thorns for the week? How's your last 7 days been?
My last 7 days have been a roller coaster, to say the least. But all in a good, majority in a good way.
Okay.
Part of it's not my business to tell, so I'm not going to tell that part.
Okay.
But I am very excited.
Yeah. Although I don't show it, I'm excited for it.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, you know me. It's just like, okay, what more can I do than say, congratulations?
Jumping down. Yeah, I'm going awesome. Like, I think it's just, for me, I struggled with it a little bit because it's not how I expected life to go. Like, I expected it to be, I expected to have the first kids in the family, honestly.
Okay.
Just because I'm the oldest. And because it wasn't me who had the first kids. Well, it wasn't me who had my mother's grandkids first.
I hear you.
So I was like, all right. And then I started thinking about, well, why? Like, I was racking my brain trying to figure out why, trying to figure out, like, I feel like I do everything. I take care of my body. Like, with me having PCOS, I've been, like, watching my weight, watching what I eat, stuff like that, watching my ovulation, making sure that, you know, I'm on a set schedule. But bodies don't necessarily work like that.
Example A. It's like I'm 26 and it's like every other week something's broken. Something starts to hurt.
Man. So it took a lot out of me, especially because I've been really focusing on improving my relationship with God and really working on my faith. And it's like, all right, God, I'm ready to have kids. Like, let's go. I'm ready to do this whenever it happens. Like, I say, whenever it happens. But in real life, you be like,
yesterday,
this week. Like, I want it to happen this week.
Yeah.
But, so it was a point where I was just disappointed. I was disappointed in myself. I was disappointed in God. I was like, what up, fam? Like, I'm right here. I've been asking for this. We've been talking about it. So why ain't it happen for me?
Why me?
Like,
no, I get that. That's real. A lot of people, I feel like they go through the whole disappointment and mad at God or just not happy with His timing.
Yeah.
But it's not your timing. It's His timing.
It's not.
Once He feels like this is it. This is when this should happen. It'll happen.
Not only that, I've learned, and part of it was from Bible study on Friday, but I learned that God can handle your disappointment. And even as I was disappointed, I would like wake up in the morning and pray about it and just do a usual fly-by. Thanks for waking me up. Thanks for waking my family up. Let's get this day started.
Yeah.
Not going into like, fam, I'm disappointed. Like, we've been praying about this. I've been worried about this. Like, God, why hasn't this happened? Like,
right.
What are you trying to teach me? What's wrong with me? Like, what's going on?
I hear you.
But I try to keep that part out of my prayers. And then in Bible study, like, we talked about it. It's just like, God can handle your disappointment. God can handle the part of you that's reluctant and scared and sad and angry and afraid. Like,
yeah, He gave you those feelings. He created you. You can take it.
You can take it.
He's a dad.
So that's what I've been learning.
So, yeah, that's good.
So Rose is that. Rose is that I am going to be an auntie again. And I'm really excited. I am
Another
truly, honestly excited. Right? Like, I am... Yes, I have my feelings, and yes, I'm sad for myself, but I'm more so happy for the rest of the family. I'm more so like, this is great for everybody, wholeheartedly. So that's definitely my Rose. I don't have a dedicated thorn. No, not a whole thorn. An annoyance is that my knee has been bothering me, and I'm like...
Well, thorns are prickly, and they're more annoying than they are dangerous.
I'm fine. So my knee has been bothering me, and I haven't been able to like get out in the morning and jog like I want to. And I'm like,
I did go and put a knee brace in your cart. Since I saw, you order another stuff. I was like, get this knee brace and keep going. Yeah.
So I've just been trying to take it easy. I'm frustrated about it though, because I'm afraid that if I keep doing it on like with my knee in pain, then my knee is only gonna get worse. But I'm also concerned that if I take a break, I'm enjoy sleeping in the mornings and try to get back to it next week, and it's not gonna work.
Next week never gonna come.
So.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
I've at least been trying to make sure I walk.
Yeah.
Do a little speed walk.
Power walk.
Yeah.
No, you got to put your hips into it. You got to move your hands and move your body. Power walk.
Put your hips into it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What about you?
Rose. I was thinking about this and I totally forgot.
Still?
No, I had one. I forgot.
Well, maybe you should take a little bit of your own advice and start writing down things.
Nah, I'm good.
Not on paper, but in your phone in a nice little notes section that we have.
Nah, I'm good. Oh, Borderlands. There it is.
Ah, yes. It's another one of my roses too.
I got a new game I can play now.
I'm really excited that you liked it.
I'm enjoying it.
Right?
It's got a decent world it's building.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of planets.
It's a lot.
I don't play games with that many planets in it, but it'll give me something to do.
Yeah.
It's definitely time consuming. I mean, we crushed 4 or 5 hours the other night playing until midnight.
Yep. And it was only 5% done with the game.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
It's a lot.
So yeah, all these side missions and then getting stuck at a boss now, and have to go back and do these side missions so I can level up and get better attack points and whatnot. But Borderlands is a pretty decent game. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely colorful.
Definitely colorful.
And I think that's why I don't want to say steered me away, because it's I play a lot of anime games that definitely colorful stuff. But I've never really been drawn into the first person shooter realm, like Call of Duty, all of that good stuff. But I think because Borderlands is the way it is, I like it. It's got that space anime type feel to it.
Yeah, it does.
So, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely drawn in a hyper visualized comic, so it's I'm enjoying it.
I love it. I can't wait. I think it'll make you're understanding the story for the third game, but since it's the third game, you don't understand the whole story.
Lore.
So I'm I really want to go and get the first. Oh, we have 2 in the pre-sequel.
Gotta get
Borderlands. So just gotta get the first one.
Wasn't that free at one point, or was that 2?
Probably 2 in the pre-sequel, or probably a bundle. Honestly, for all 3 that was free, or because it's 4 games altogether.
Yeah, some was free at one point because they were building up to Borderlands 3, so they was hey, play these games while this is coming out.
I think it was a bundle.
Okay.
So it's 4 games. It's the first Borderlands, then Borderlands 2, then the pre-sequel, which takes place between 1 and 2.
Pre-sequel.
It's the precursor to the sequel game.
Okay.
And then Borderlands 3.
Isn't that 1? But
no.
Whatever.
No.
I let y'all
do Lion King 1.5.
I never watched Lion King 1.5.
Are you serious?
I didn't watch Lion King 2.
This has been another episode of What? And you talk about me and all the movies that I haven't watched.
You have a very big catalog that you need to get through.
Bull, you have quite a few.
A few. I don't have a
quite
whole
a few
list of things that you haven't seen. Godfather. How haven't you seen The Godfather?
You haven't seen Lion King 1.5.
It's Lion King 1.5. It's not Lion King.
It's a good movie. It's low key
I'll catch the spark
best. Notes. No, you gotta watch the whole movie.
I'll catch the spark. Matter of fact, I guarantee you, Everything Wrong With got something about it.
That's not a good precursor. You should watch the Everything Great About.
Yeah, should I?
Yes. Because watching Everything Wrong or
Everything Wrong With.
Everything Wrong With? I thought it was CinemaSins.
The overarching page is CinemaSins, but
well, there's CinemaSins and then there's Cinema Wins.
The overarching page, but the shows are called Everything Wrong With, Everything Great About. That's why it's called EWW.
I didn't know that. I didn't make that comparison. I thought it was CinemaSins. I thought CinemaSins was the show that's Everything Wrong With, and then Cinema Wins is the show that's Everything Great About.
It's just the Facebook page or the YouTube page, the channel.
Well,
because CinemaSins also has it's all Everything Wrong With. They have Everything Wrong With music videos, Everything Wrong With TV shows, Everything Wrong With movies. They have all of that under the CinemaSins label. And I think everything great about it's about to get into like the TV shows and games, but they're not. They just getting started.
So yes, don't watch Everything Wrong with the movie. It is hot. It's quite tasty. Don't watch Everything Wrong with. Watch Everything Great About. Because watching Everything Wrong with will automatically...
Matter of fact, I'll just watch honest trailers. That'll get me through it.
No, because that's a satire too. Or you could just watch the damn movie. It's not even a whole... Well, it is a whole movie. It's like an hour and a half movie.
That's my whole day.
It's bullshit.
That's my whole day. So yeah, Borderlands is the Rose. Thorn is that I've been staying up on. Well, not staying up, but I'm getting tired of these after-hour calls. Like,
yeah, same.
They're blowing me. I low-key put my phone on silent last night just so I can stop hear it ringing. I
love you, but you gotta stop answering the phone. So annoyed.
I'm annoyed.
Yes, but you're also working.
If an hour ago nothing was solved and they are able to see that the situation is still the same, why are you calling me asking for an update? You see, because nothing's changed.
It's been an hour and nothing has changed.
Exactly. So what update do I have to provide you if nothing's changed?
You can provide the update that you tried
that nothing's
this
changed.
Module, you tried that.
No.
Yes.
For what? They're not putting that on paper. They're not reporting that. They just want a high level overview of what was done, and I ain't got nothing to give them because nothing was done. So stop calling me. Call me when you see things working, and I might have something for you.
At the end of the day, it's your job, and you need to be professional.
No, my job is on the clock. I'll be professional from 8 to 4:30.
You're still getting paid for after-hours work, though.
Barely.
You're still getting paid for it at the end of the day.
That's just going in my Flex account.
Flex that will be used as vacation later on. That you will get paid for.
I really don't got to use it. I got PTO, so... And that's work. I get that from my regular 8-hour day. So stop calling me. We got 5 people on the team and you just calling me. So, that's my thorn for today.
Okay.
Or the week. It's been bothering me.
I'll let that be your thorn for the week. We're going to come back to this conversation, though.
But we're not. So, how's Batgirl treating you?
It is... Oh, we're talking about comics?
How's Batgirl treating you?
I'm trying to make it so that we audibly go into our next segment. So our next segment for right now is the Comics Corner.
We got comics on the brain.
I've always enjoyed Batgirl because I see myself in her, especially now that...
You mean you got shot by a psychomaniac and you were paralyzed from the waist down?
No.
Okay.
I was trying to think of something funny to come back with. No. No, it's just because while, yes, she's Batgirl and she's going, fighting crime in Gotham, doing all that stuff. It's also talking about her and just her life in general. Like, she owned a company, got kicked out by the board, like, trying to figure out what to do next with her life, right? Trying to figure out what to do next with her life. Because she wasn't showing up. Like... Oh,
Batgirl stuff.
Batgirl stuff.
You can't not be at your own company.
You can't not be at your own company. So the board of directors essentially kicked her out of her company. So she was like, dang, I don't know what I'm going to do.
She couldn't take some advice from Bruce? You don't think Bruce, who barely ever shows up to work...
Bruce doesn't run his company. Alfred does.
True. Either Alfred or Lucius.
Come on now.
But still, the board of directors wants to see the head of their board.
Yes, but also Alfred and Lucius know that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Yes.
So they
also know Barbara is Batgirl. So
yeah, but they can't.
Alfred can put on a wig and fix. I mean, Alfred is a high level, extremely well professional actor. He can't put on a little wig, fix his little voice modulator, and pretend to be Barbara on the hologram.
No.
That was dope. Like, they did that. I think it was in the animated series when Damian first showed up. And like,
in the movie?
yeah, and Batman wasn't there, so Alfred was there. It was like, but Bruce is over here. And oh, that's Alfred. It was nice. That was dope. I like that. I was like, that's smart. You ain't got all that money for nothing.
Man. So I've been enjoying it. What were you about to say? Oh, I was going to say I've just been enjoying it.
Something else.
I've just been enjoying it, like I said, just because I can relate to Batgirl as a character. So yeah.
Okay. I don't think I read comics this week. No, I'm gonna read them this weekend.
Yeah.
Today's new comic book day. But my comic book news. They created this Batman slander Twitter page.
I love it.
I'm not here for
hilarious.
it. Blasphemy. I will admit they had a great one. These two little African boys sitting on the stoop, and they was like, "This is Batman and Robin when all the superheroes take off flying," and they just sitting there like. And I'm like, that ain't funny, but that's funny.
Man, that's funny.
I ain't here for the slander.
Yo, it was a whole thread.
Y'all rep Iron Man, and they basically the same thing going person.
Look, yeah, but you go hard for Batman.
I do.
That's your man.
I ain't about this life.
He just out here beating up people with mental illnesses left and
Listen,
right.
Technically, none of them ever said they had mental illnesses. Two, they went with the insanity plea to go to Arkham instead of Blackgate. Three, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Oh. Simple as that.
So you saying a random goon who's just loading up a truck don't deserve to get his shoulder dislocated?
You know who you can load up the truck for? UPS, Amazon, FedEx, Batman Incorporated.
Batman can't beat up goons and then be like, all right, go work for me.
That's exactly what it can do, actually.
We got better healthcare.
You know what can fix this? Batman insurance.
Oh my gosh.
Go to Wayne Tech. They'll give you a new leg.
Look, how about I wish I had Wayne Tech insurance? Cause
man,
real life insurance is bothersome.
Trash.
So I got an email back from the lab work that I got done, and like miraculously this year, my job's insurance decided not to cover it, so I'm responsible for paying $800. I'm like, all right, cool. I won't get paid.
That's why I'm glad my back is working or getting better, because that $1,200 bill they hit your boy with, just for some 3 little injections.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's for the simplest stuff.
That's not where it at. That is not where it is.
Like,
at.
Look, I didn't ask you to count my hemoglobin levels. Like,
I just wanted to know if I was alive. That's it.
That's it. But no. And I'm just like, do I ever want to go back to the doctor? Like, I know that's bad, and I know that's like.
You see why I haven't been to the doctor in like umpteen plus years until we got married, and he was like, "Go to the doctor, go get this checked out." Now we got bills. Because
I assumed that insurance would cover it, but as
next year we're going back on my insurance or
I am
better
all
insurance.
For it. I'm counting down the days. I'm not gonna make no doctor's appointments and just cross my fingers.
All I had to do was pay a co-fee.
Damn shame.
So, where are you taking us on this topic today?
I think I want to discuss more of our friends.
Okay.
And again, how they've influenced our life and things like that.
Okay.
For me, so I'll start. I want to explicitly shout out my friend Ravine. I love her. It's so weird.
Sorry, talk about friends. Joe book for these haircuts, so, but go ahead.
You just want to cut me off?
Yeah, because I'm mad now.
You could have talked about that when it was time for you to talk about your friends.
Yeah, but I would have forgot about it. So Ravine, how's she doing?
So Ravine. So it's interesting and always so weird to me how you make friends in college that live up the street with you that you've never met. Like, Ravine lives in, like, I'm not going to say where she lives, but, like, close. Like, we've been in this area our whole lives and didn't meet each other until we went to Virginia 4 hours away. Like, it's weird. Mm-hmm. But we became super close friends. Like, I love the way she thinks. She's just, like, honestly and unapologetically herself no matter what. And she's a year older than me, so she was always, like, my go-to person. And still is sometimes. Just to be, like... And yes, it's only 1 year. It doesn't make too much of a difference. But her life experiences is what makes her seem a lot older. So I really looked up to her in college, and she was always there to, like, help me out whenever I was struggling with something, to keep me going, keep me pushing, just to be a resource whenever I needed one. And even now, like, helped me out so much with the wedding. Like,
she did. Big ups to Ravine.
Man, like, a lot of that stuff would not have happened if it wasn't for Ravine.
Didn't ask for nothing back in.
Not, like...
wanted to be great.
Just great. Between, like, I love you to death, but sometimes I'll be frustrated with you and some of the stuff that you do.
I'll be frustrated on me, too.
So I just feel like Ravine, Peter's like getting on my nerves this week, and she'd be like, "Be patient with him, give him time." Like, I'm just like, yeah, I know, but I want it done like today. Like, so between that and just our relationship understanding to now, both of us going through, I guess, just the same crossroads in our life and making decisions that aren't even just better for us, but just better for our overall families, breaking generational curses, things like that. Like, breaking generational curses is not fun. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It is a whole lot of work. And, like, she started a book club, so we've been reading books, like, talking about that. And then started, like, a separate therapy group that was just, like, a 100% no judgment, like, talk about whatever you want to. Just a place for people to connect and a resource for people to communicate. And I admire that so much about her. Yeah. Like, she supports the podcast, like, literally on Saturdays.
Once it airs.
Like, once it airs, she's, like, texting me, like, yo, that was really good. Here's some pointers. Like, and I'm like, yo, thank you. Like, that's what I want. That's what I need. Like, oh, I love her so much. Do I need to be close? I'll lean up.
You can sit back. That moves, so.
Between that, so that's Ravine in a nutshell. Oh, man. And girl can party. Like, party.
I believe you. She your friend.
Right? Like, even when we went out for my bachelorette party, it was great. Ravine, Ashley. Me and Ashley have been friends 20-something years. Like, our whole lives. We met when we were, like, 4. And we've been friends ever since. Like, her family is my family is her family. Like, you've seen how we went to...
basketball game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's just... It's awesome to... I guess have a friend that you don't have to explain stuff to. Like...
Yeah.
Like, she's grown up with me. She's experienced life differently because of her family of origin, but she also never made me feel different.
Okay.
Growing up.
Because of it, yeah.
Because of it. Like, her like, she had a lot more opportunities because she had both parents and they could afford it.
I hear you.
But always brought me along to experience those opportunities. And it was like, I genuinely appreciate that because I got to see more than one aspect of what life could be.
Right.
And even, like, as we get older, like, at the basketball game, I went the whole night without spilling anything on my crisp white tea. Just to get some red wine.
As soon as she said, hey, you know what? I didn't spill anything on myself today. Man. Boom. Karma happened.
Instantly. And she was just like, that's my friend, but that's your wife.
Like, yeah.
It's like, yeah. And she was like.
She shouldn't have said anything, should she? Nope. She would just let the day go on.
Like, I love that about her. our friendship dynamic is that she is the more introverted, I'll be over in my corner by myself, like, type thing. Until I come around, I'm like, hey, let's go do this. Let's go hang out. Let's go drink. Let's go. Like, all these places. And it's just, I really miss the process, I guess, of her being reluctant to do something and then me being like, Ashley, go do it and get up off your butt. And she'd be like, okay. And then come back and be like, yo, that was great. And I'm like, see, I told you. Like, I truly, I miss that. I miss hanging out with her.
Well, you've changed the person.
Yeah.
You should also see that as an accomplishment.
Yeah, she's changed me a lot. I'm trying to think. And my sister. I love my sister so much. And there's always the saying that goes, because you'll have a sister, you'll never, like, not have a friend, essentially. Yeah. But in me and my sister's case, that's true.
Yeah, very true. All real close.
We are. We were not always that way. We were siblings. We used to fight a lot. And I always used to joke that I like Monet a lot better when I don't live with her.
No, I think that's everybody. That's even my family. I get along with Gayla and Jamala a lot more than I did when we lived together. Granted, I didn't see Jamal a lot, and I was a child, 8 years younger. But Galen, oh my gosh. It's just like, give me space, dude.
Man.
But now that I got the space, it's like, I miss that little nigga.
Yeah. But even when we lived at my parents' house, dang, it's almost
a year.
Sheesh.
It's next month. And the next month will be a year.
And the next month will be a year.
Yeah.
Whew, that's quick. But even when we lived at my parents' house, I think that was the first period of time where we lived together and, like, enjoyed each other's company.
It also doesn't hurt being an adult.
It also doesn't hurt being an adult, and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go in my room now. Like, bye.
Leave me alone.
But just
because now as an adult, your feelings aren't hurt as easily as they were when you were younger.
No, I mean, I'm a crybaby. My feelings still get hurt regardless.
You're a special case.
I'm very emotional, and I don't shy away from that anymore. I acknowledge it, and I'm like,
feel your feelings.
It's who I am.
That's our family motto.
Feel your feelings.
Feel your feelings.
Monet. But yeah, it's just like we have grown to understand each other as a person. And I love the person that she's growing into, and I love the person that she's becoming. I think there's a thin line between being an older sibling and trying to guide your younger siblings in a direction versus letting them make their own choices and accepting that. And I trust the woman that she's becoming. I trust the person that she's turning into, and I love it. I love it for her. And I love how, again, because she's my sister, I don't have to, like, explain my feelings and explain myself to her or explain the backstory about why this happened, why that happened, why I feel this way. It's like, she gets it, she understands, and then in turn, she can also be like, you being a crybaby about it, suck it up. And I'll be like,
y'all are not sensitive people. Like, y'all are harsh.
Really? You think so?
I feel like, just because, let me say that I wouldn't respond that way.
No, you don't, and I appreciate it.
So there's that. Like, but y'all respond that way. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You gonna talk to you? You gonna let your sister? You gonna let your little sister talk to you now? Okay, cool. But that's y'all dynamic. That's how you communicate. That's how information gets across. And if you're cool with it,
you cool with it?
I mean, it ain't me she talking to.
Man,
she know better. She know I wouldn't respond to that. She was like, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
I think.
Not gonna ask me for curry chicken and not come over and get it.
Oh man, that's the only reason I'm fixing this food for her Saturday. Like, I'm just
that's what I was about to ask you, but since you said you're making some type of pasta, I guess I could save the curry chicken for another day.
We'll bribe her with that next time.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way she's going to come up here.
Feed her.
Apparently.
Skinny butt. That's what's good.
Also, with Monet, I love the type of relationship that you two are forming. Like, at the end of the day, that's your sister, too.
Yeah. I feel like if we had a sister,
Monet would be it.
Monet
like,
would probably be it.
She acts like she fits in with this guy. Whole heart, like everything.
Would be it. Yeah, I can see that.
And like,
I love her to death. She cool people. She's a very brilliant, outgoing, funny chick. I appreciate that in her. Although she is the youngest, she doesn't act like it.
She doesn't.
So
sometimes she don't.
I think I always mesh well with mature souls.
I'm trying to think. I think I touched on it last week, but I miss my friend Mariah. We were talking today, and I was like,
light skin Mariah.
Cause like Mariah's one of those people where no matter what you go, no matter what you do, it's a guaranteed good time. Like
facts.
So chill. It would be weekends in college when we lived in the house where it would just be me and Mariah in the house, and like
somebody's taking a flight on Delta right now, so don't mind that.
But it would be times where we were in the house and we'd just be like, all right, we can either chill in the house and like have fun, play games, drink in the house, or we can get dressed and go out. And we would get dressed, go out.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Well,
I'm not gonna say these calls, man. They're keeping me up. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. My Monday was supposed to be a half a day. You saw how that turned out.
No, Tuesday.
Either way.
Monday was a holiday.
It was supposed to be. It barely, because I still had to work.
Right? I feel cheated.
I'm tired.
But yeah, and Mariah's another soul who's like, she always comes out on top, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Her resilience amazes me to no end. Like, I'm like, girl, how you go through all this and you still here? You
hit
still
my
standing.
Truck, roll over, get up, and keep walking.
Like,
all in one fluid motion, just pop.
I truly, honestly love that about her, and I really miss her, and I can't wait until we can hang out again. Yeah.
You should invite her over the next time you like
Kim and Brianna. I know. But I don't know when's the next time we all gonna get to hang out.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go to nobody Airbnb for a while. Like,
between
no hotels.
Between Airbnbs, majority of them being owned by our fair-skinned brothers and sisters, and them being a little racist, and then people also have cameras that they don't list on Airbnb. It's like,
oh yeah.
That's already sketch for me. Like if I'm about to make a sex tape, I gotta know.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you have to know?
I have to be aware of the situation I'm in.
I mean, I guess that's only legally right.
I mean,
I guess that's only right. So yeah, I want to get into our church friends, but I want to give you an opportunity to talk about any other friends that you individually have that want to talk about before we get into our church friends.
I think I've talked about all of them. Like I said, I ain't got a lot. I pretty much flew through all of them that I've had throughout my life last time. I pretty much took up the majority of that segment.
You did. But it's okay. I really enjoy you watching. I really enjoy watching you talk about things that you're passionate about. You have this goofy little smile on your face.
I don't know. Guess I'll just mention James again. Ride or die right there. I want to go visit him just to see my pseudo-nephew.
Your pseudo-nephew?
Yeah. No, I never texted him.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about that. I was going to say, did James, like, select godparents?
Oh, nah.
Figured.
I don't think because he's Asian, Chinese, I don't think that's their thing. I don't think they do that culturally, but I'm also not sure. But I've never really heard James ever mention or bring up his godparents or father or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, Sam probably picked some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know. I just want to hang out with my friends again.
You of all people to say you want to hang out with
of
your
all
friends.
people. I want to go see Darren and his baby. We haven't seen her since she came into the planet. Graced us with her presence.
Man, I was talking to, well, it's been a little while, but last time me and Darren talked, Darren was like, yo, we got on a schedule, we were ready to start having people come over, like, Zaria was just getting, like, good
Zaria's gonna be
to see people
now.
Man, like,
cause like she can't go to any daycare, can't go to any baby parks, like none of that. Can't associate with any other small kids her age.
Nope.
That's hilarious.
So and then he was like, and then this happened. Now nobody can come over.
Nobody can come over. I wouldn't risk it. Like even if I went and took like 5 different tests, I still wouldn't go over because like in that minute I probably
instantly.
Like you never know.
Instantly.
Oh man, I want to go hang out with Matt and Tia. I feel like just because I've always felt like, well, since me and Matt got close, I felt like he's always been that third big brother because I got 2, so he's the third one. But we relate more and we talk a lot more. I just want to miss hanging out with him. We've hung out a lot once, like, and then we got married and things slowed down a little bit, but we still, like, we went over to the cookout and then we were planning to go bowling again and then this happened. Like, just miss my friends.
I just miss my friends.
Yeah. So my church family. Our church family. Man.
Our church family. I can't go nowhere if I try.
Our church friends. Yeah. Where do you even begin with them?
I don't know. I as an overarching statement, I realized, and I'm grateful for all of our friends, or majority of our church friends being entrepreneurs, because seeing them going out and doing their own thing made me realize that, like, all right, I could do this too. Like, I could go out and be an entrepreneur and do my stuff. Like, to see other people that are like us in our age group, like, facing the same challenges that we face, being out here and doing what they want to do, like, I'm like, yo, I'm definitely getting out here and starting my own thing
this
now.
is definitely possible.
It's inspiring.
It's inspiring. It's a process to build from the ground up, but just watching them shows you that as long as you keep the initiative, keep going, you'll get to where you want to be.
Agreed.
You definitely get to where you want to be. I mean, I guess we'll start at the pseudo. I think they're the same age and Michaela. But just seeing Michaela's hustle, like, she reminds me a lot of her dad. You don't know her dad that much, but Michaela and Adeja, when it comes to handling their own business, especially being mothers, especially since we're coming up in church, they're being mothers out of wedlock,
right,
and having to deal with the stress of the church, their parents, or their grandparents.
Their grandparents.
Grandma Pat is their grandma.
Yeah.
Like, their grandparents.
Not my grandma Pat, but like another grandma Pat.
Just dealing with all that pressure. That can break a normal person, like, but I feel like they took it and rolled with it. They knew because we're so close and because we've seen other people go through those same things, they've understood that they can't let the pressure that the church would bring on them stop them in their tracks. They still got a life to take care of.
Right.
And just watching her hustle to keep busy, and then still try to be, she's young.
She's young. Still trying to live her life.
Like, but I admire her and her hustle and their love for their children. Like, I really admire that.
Yeah.
I respect them for that. Asia is the same way, especially with starting a business
I was
and
yeah,
being
like
a nail tech. And I feel
if
like Asia's always adding something else to her business
always,
now too.
but I feel like that's what you have to do to be able to stay ahead,
Yeah,
because we live in a time where it's so easy for everybody to start their own thing. Like
yeah.
you don't have to
But it's not easy to
have,
keep it going. Like,
it's not easy to keep it going.
she's thriving. Like, I really do admire that. Um, I don't know what I've ever would have saw her doing.
Nah.
Like when she started this and I learned this was her thing, I was like, yeah, that's about right. I was like, yeah, that's Asia.
Like
Yeah,
it's certain stuff that people start and you be like, yo, that fits perfectly. Like I
like,
see,
yeah, that's
I
the
see
thing.
it.
That's exactly the thing. It makes you realize that if somebody younger can start up a business and keep their things going and thrive and make money. I mean, she thinks she bought a house or was in the process of buying a house or one of them. She's looking for a home
Yeah.
by herself, like,
And has the
with her
means to
child,
do so
and
by
has the
herself.
means to do so. Like, I admire that. I respect that of her.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a lot of them. Joe.
Just pick one.
Shit, Joe. I mean,
Yeah. Again, another person slash couple that like got out here, especially with having their show, with having their live show and then
Live with
being on the
Hollywood and
radio and like just
hosting basketball
hosting
games
basketball
in the Howard.
games, like just getting out there and taking it all by any means necessary, like
Spreading their name,
oh,
letting people know
man.
about them, letting them hear them.
Right?
Like when I heard they got a got a slot for a radio station, I was like, Joe, that's
Yes,
great.
like-
That is phenomenal. That's my dude right there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and it's one of those things, especially with me and Joe, that it's like, although we're adults and we're getting older, and there was a period where we didn't communicate for a long time because, you know, I don't know if you know, but his grandfather moved on and started another church by themselves. And, you know, Joe was there with them. He went with them. So when it went from us seeing each other almost every Sunday at church, we didn't really have to communicate.
Yeah.
Then it moved to us being responsible to keep in touch with each other. It's just one of those things, like, life happens, you don't communicate, but when we got back in touch and started talking, it's like nothing ever changed.
Like nothing ever changed.
Like nothing ever stopped. You know, we just have that quick little gap year when we get catching up, and everything else was like, boom,
That's
back
it.
to normal.
Back
Dude
like
has
we never
kids.
left.
Joe has kids. 2 of them.
2 of them.
Gosh,
like
man. That always baffled me.
of
It's just like Joe got kids. Cool. Love his wife to death. Brett's cool people.
man, look
She a hustler in her own right.
in her own right.
And I respect
like
that.
always.
I like how they build on each other. I like their dynamic. That's real dope.
And just to see them, I guess paving their own way.
Yeah.
Because it's like you see and you hear about a lot of people starting shows, starting web shows, starting podcasts, things like that. But it's always people in like California or like on the West Coast.
Or in New York, like in those big, thriving entertainment cities. Like,
and low key, that's kind of a concern that I had when starting. But honestly, through reaching out to them and talking to them when we were first starting, I was just like, I'm nervous about some stuff. And then they were just like, nah, do it. The only way to get through it is to do it.
The biggest thing when they were talking to us is telling us that the hardest part is just starting.
Yeah.
And like, that was the hardest
That
part.
was the hardest part. Like, everything else has been smooth sailing since then.
Big
like,
facts. Like, and that's the other thing. It's like, yes, Joe is younger than me, but I've never felt like he was younger than me. So I've always talked to him like he's an equal, like we're the same age, but and we've pretty much had almost the same life experience. Like we've been through this thing together. Like so, hearing Joe speak and all the advice he gives, I always take it to heart and I always respect it because he paved that path. Like he's doing it.
Like,
so why not use that resource?
Why not use that resource?
Lindsay and Chris. If there's one thing I never saw somebody do, is Lindsay be a preacher.
Really?
Like a whole on minister. Like,
see, and me seeing her like as an adult and her calling, I'm like, how is there ever a doubt? Like, this is clearly what she was meant to do.
I'm gonna use an old word, but Lindsay was a little rambunctious little
Rambunctious?
thing. Rambunctious little thing, man. Oh man, she just had a mouth on her. She always had an attitude. I mean, she's still a tomboy, but she was always a tomboy. But man, minister, married, like,
Yeah.
I love them. I love them two together.
I was gonna say, and then spending time with them, like, they have a really good dynamic for one another.
Definitely. Definitely. It was surprising for just because of the type of person Chris is, but spending more time with him, getting to know him, I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
I can see what happened there.
I get it.
And then hearing and reading their story that they put up on their
right, that
stage,
is,
I was
like,
okay, I get it now.
One of the cutest love stories I've read in a while.
Like, okay,
on
I
her
understand.
wedding page, I was like, aw, yeah. I haven't talked to Lindsay in a while though. I feel like I gotta reach out. I feel like that with a lot of people. It's like, I feel like I gotta reach out to people, not as like a pressure, but just like,
no, just to
I miss people. Like,
just say hi.
Yeah, say
hey, checking in.
What's like?
But yeah,
Man.
for me, if you post something on Twitter or Facebook, I know you're alive. That's how I do it. It's like, cool, Jasmine's still here, Sierra's still there. Cool, y'all good.
Nah, I got to
Sierra,
text me.
Oh man, I'm really enjoying that you get along with the few ladies that I really consider my sisters. Yeah. Like, we grew up together. Like, they've always looked out for me, especially in the dating realm.
Oh man,
watching out for chicks and making me aware of certain things that's happening that they might think I'm not privy to. Yeah. So,
really.
Yeah, Jasmine, when I was dating my last ex, Desiree, she hit me one day and was like, hey, see her posting pictures of this other dude, you know? I was like, oh, yeah, we broke up like a month ago. Thanks for looking out.
Hey, that was nice, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Jazz do stuff like that, and she's always looking out.
I love the way Jasmine, like, because she's a couple years older, I love the way she looks out for everybody.
Oh, big facts.
Like, I love that she's always, whenever you talk to her about something, it's always from a point of, I guess, trying to improve and like not being like
judgy, condescending. Yeah, I feel you.
She doesn't feel like you should know what's going on. You should know what you should do. Like,
yeah,
that's one thing I really enjoy.
I've always seen Chaz that. Well, she is older. She's like 2 years. 2 years older.
I'm not gonna put her age out there.
Nah, people barely know how old I am. But I've always seen her as that. I've always felt like she was older than what she was, and
definitely,
I've always looked for her, just to see what she does, like see what path she takes and all of that good stuff, and then seeing her ending up in the government and just continuing to get certificates and degrees and up her paper, like bought her own home, by herself,
like
living
by herself,
like great. Oh man,
right?
That's inspiring. Like, it really is.
Oh, sorry, but I was gonna say just as a black woman in general, and the fact that she's getting older, like not being afraid to like go off and do stuff on her own. Like,
and that's what I was gonna say. Like, especially seeing how their mother lived, and seeing her as a single mother raise, 4 kids, 4 female kids. Yeah, like all that in one place, could not be easy. Like, it just couldn't. Like, so yeah, I I know 100% their mother has to be extremely proud of them. Like,
Oh yeah.
Just extremely proud of her girls. And Sierra, man, that's my road dog right there. Same age, laid back personality like mine. It's like, that's my homie right there. We used to hang out during the summer whenever I come home from school from Pennsylvania. And I've always had that connection with her because, like I said, we're both laid back. It's like we don't have to say a lot to each other.
Yeah.
But it's like we can just chill and vibe, and it's like that was a good day. that was a good day, and I respect that about her. She's an entrepreneur. That is one person that I did not see her career path going into being a cook, because I've always thought, like, you see Sierra, she is fit.
Yes.
Like, and she's always been that way because she's always been into basketball. And then when seeing her go to school and changing schools and changing teams and all of that good stuff, I always thought her career path was going to go somewhere towards sports.
Interesting.
But she a chef.
Yeah.
And a damn good one.
Damn good one.
Like,
oh my gosh. I saw that she posted something on the catering page, like food that's coming soon. I'm like,
I'm
let
like,
me know
when is soon, because
can I place an order now?
Small Business Appreciation Day was like a few weeks ago.
Like,
and I'm hungry.
I can't wait. But like, even I've been talking to Sierra more lately, and it's like, the one thing I really love about Sierra is that, like, I was not, I grew up in church, spent a lot of time in church, and then, like, as I got older, I kind of, like, stepped away from it. But it's so nice for me to be able to have somebody there that understands what I'm feeling, like, understands what I'm going through, understands my frustrations. And it's like, we'll be in the middle of something and, like, look at each other, and it's like you seeing what I'm seeing, right? Like, I love it. It's amazing. And it's just, to be quite honest, when we first started dating, I was very nervous, I guess, I was nervous. I really, really wanted all of the people in your life to like me and to know me for me, like, and
you done stole Bobby from me. Like, Bobby was my little ride or die.
I feel like Bobby loves us the same amount.
Nah, she loves you more. She definitely loves you more. It's okay. I'll say it. You don't gotta say it. But
I truly, truly, honestly love that I never felt like an outsider. I never felt like, who is this chick? Like, oh, that's just your little girlfriend. Like, I not from day one, I never felt that way. And that's what I truly love the most. And I think that's where it became less of your family and your people and, like, our family and our people.
I hear you.
And I just think that with friends in general, like, all of my friends have become your friends. All of your friends have become my friends. Like, when we were in college and we lived in the house, I swear Brie and Kim used to get more excited about you coming to visit me than I did. Like,
they just wanted my fried chicken. That's all. I understand. But that's how I win people's heart first. Cook for them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I can't wait, because I was like, I ain't got to cook all weekend. But between Ravine, like, doing so much for us for our wedding, like,
facts.
Knowing how we were struggling to get some stuff done, and she, like, stepped in and was like, you need it? Here you go. Yeah. Like, I truly love it. I truly love the way she took care of us. Like, you and Darren and how y'all have found a common ground and gotten so close. Like, I can't wait to see Lil Logan. Like,
a little Wolverine.
Like, it's so exciting.
Can't wait to hold that little shit.
Man, I just can't wait to hang out with James and Sam again. Like,
yeah, I miss them. I did. Like, Sam, I don't know if I told you the story before, but I first met Sam and started hanging out with Sam when James came to me asking for relationship advice.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because at the time I was in a relationship. So,
okay.
and it was long distance, and he saw that it was working. We wasn't that close at the time, so he didn't.
I was going to say,
he wasn't privy to everything
was
that was going on. But I was like,
yeah.
Looking from the inside, I didn't see that I was doing anything wrong. So I was like, you really seem to like this girl, so let me help you out. So I was the wingman. I would go and distract her roommate while James is hitting on Sam. And that was the start of a beautiful love story.
Love story.
So that's how I've been saying, being the wingman. It was like, hey, I'm going to go mess with Emily for a while.
Gosh.
Y'all go talk about books or something. But yeah, seeing how just all my sisters just flourishing and being great little women.
Right.
It's just, I'm so happy for them.
I am truly, honestly.
So
and
happy.
For me, it's like, they're my family. Like,
Even
I couldn't imagine like going through the rest of my life.
even the guys that Dejan, Chris,
Right? Like,
even Tim, like
yeah.
I miss them. I miss those guys. They stopped coming, but Dejan moved. He's still in the church somewhere. But even when in our group chat, that you can still see that although they left to pursue like their happiness and to expand and expound on themselves, it's like you can still see their foundation was the church. Like Chris out there thriving and dancing his little butt off.
Chris is living his best life and
like,
don't give two cares about nobody else.
And I'm happy for him. I'm like, do you, dude? Do you, fam?
It's
like, because, you know, typically in your church environment, your dancers are females.
Absolutely.
And
all
they're more petite, smaller females, not this 6'3", extra skinny, bushy-headed little black boy who loves dancing, but feels like he's getting the side eye from people because it's like, you're the only boy on the dance team.
I mean,
or
it's not feel like I can almost guarantee.
So I'm just glad that he has a community where
he's accepted. Yes.
And it's like, dude, I love you, but my love can't satiate what you need.
No.
Go find that.
And I think that's a great thing about friendships and life in general is that you can support your friends, you can love on your friends, you can go hard for them in every sense of the word.
Big facts.
But once you actually see them living out what they want to do and seeing them being happy for themselves, like, that is more than any love I could put on you, more than any pep talks that I can give you. Like, that is the ultimate goal, is to see your friends like living and thriving and happy and
being
themselves.
happy. Like, that's, I think I've always gotten my kicks from watching other people feel or get satisfied in a sense.
Oh yes, you do.
Like, I've always liked watching people succeed. Like, that's always been, like, if you're good, I'm good. Like, that's always how I've been. And just seeing all my friends thrive in the different areas they're in is like top tier happiness for me. It's like, I ain't got to worry about y'all. Like, you're good.
I can enjoy this with you.
And it's like, if there's something serious, I know you'll talk to me about it. I know you'll say something about it. Or at least, like, Lindsay's case, I know you'll go find a therapist. Like, you'll talk to somebody. You won't just stay there in your funk and just think that's life, because I ain't for that. Like, I might not know to say, but I'm going to throw you in the water somewhere. Get yourself together. Wake up.
Oh, gosh.
That's our friends.
I feel better about missing them now that I've got to, like, just talk about and gush over them, because I'm like, yo, I can't wait. Like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
The first everything after this after it's safe to be around people and safe to have cookouts and safe to go out again, it's going to be a show. Like, the first everything is going to be like...
Yeah, I'm missing the first of everything. Unless it's at somebody's house, I ain't going nowhere.
Really?
Really.
Oh.
Like, unless a cookout is at somebody's house, unless game night is here at home, it's like, y'all want to go where? A restaurant? I'll catch y'all next time. Catch y'all next time. 2-3 months away.
Well, speaking of catching people next time, we will catch you guys next time. This has been another episode of the Adult Deck Podcast.
Yeah. It's
been
been
great.
real.